See, if you are planning to learn English, it is very important to learn about alphabets and at the same time vocabulary. What kind of different words are there? In the same way, if you are planning to learn about artificial intelligence, what kind of terminology is there in artificial intelligence? That things we need to know before we learn about the actual subject. So in this video, I am going to tell you what are the different types of terminologies used in artificial intelligence. And before we start, if you are new to this channel, I just want to tell you what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means machines to mimic the behavior of humans or to work like humans. And why machines need to mimic the behavior or work like humans? Because we are providing intelligence to machines to help humans. That's why artificial intelligence is important today. So welcome to AI English. I am Krishna Chaitanya Mandela. So there are 14 commonly used terminologies in artificial intelligence. Now the first terminology is agent. So what is an agent? An agent is anything that can perceive its environment through sensors and acts upon that environment through effectors. Now that's a technical definition, because if you want marks in your examination, technical definition is must. But now I'm going to tell you two examples. One is a general example and the real life example of an agent. Now let me start with the general example. What is an agent? In humans, we are the agent. Now we get the information through our sensory organs. Like our ears will hear the information, and also we can talk with our mouth and we can taste with our tongue. So the data we are getting through the sensory organs, and that will be processed by our brain, and that's how we are becoming intelligent. Now in case of artificial intelligence, an agent will be there, but agent cannot have real sensory organs like ears and eyes, right? So but the agent will sense the information through sensors. For example, camera to capture a picture and LiDAR to capture light. So that's why we called agent means anything that can perceive information through sensors and act upon the environment through effectors. Now the second terminology is autonomous robot. A robot free from external control or influence and able to control itself independently. Now that's a technical definition. Now here is a general example. Humans we can consider as autonomous robots. For example, whether you want to go to class or you want to go to a movie, entirely you will take the decision. Nobody is influencing. If you feel the class is boring, you will go to a movie. So that's your own decision. In the same way, in artificial intelligence, an autonomous robot means it can take its own decisions, which is free from external influence, and nobody will control this robot. And the best example is autonomous robots, and you can see this in Japan. There are autonomous robots helping in hotels. And now the third terminology, it is forward chaining. Forward chaining is a strategy of working forward for reason or cause of a problem. So from now onwards, I'm going to use chicken biryani as an example to understand the remaining terminology. Now in this forward chaining example, we need to prepare chicken biryani. That's our forward chaining thing. So for preparing chicken biryani, first what we need to have? We need money, because today I think it's costing around 280 rupees per kg of chicken. So money is first thing, and once you purchase the chicken, then you should have the ingredients. The garam masala should be there, onion should be there, and finally a pan and gas stove, and the final ultimate goal for you is to make a tasty chicken biryani. So this planning, all this planning comes under this forward chaining. In artificial intelligence example, if you are planning something, what kind of resources we need to take and what kind of planning you need to make. So these kind of things comes under forward chaining. Now the fourth terminology, it is backward chaining. Backward chaining is a strategy of working backward for reason or cause of a problem. So let us apply our chicken biryani example in our reverse chaining. So you finished your chicken biryani, but unfortunately it is terrible. No, your friends unable to eat that. It is undigestible and unbearable to eat. Now we have already a result. In backward chaining, there will be a result already existed, and our task is to find the cause of the problem. What went wrong? Then I started thinking, what went wrong? Everything is fine. So then I realized, like, when I'm preparing chicken biryani, there is a call came. So I'm talking to that client, and I added more salt into it. So that's how you can detect. So detection in reverse chaining is easy because we have a result already available there. So that's how in artificial intelligence reverse chaining, from backward you will detect there was an output already existed. Now from the output you need to find what are the problems happened and what is the cause for the problem and how to modify that problem. And now the fifth terminology is Blackboard. It is a memory inside computer which is used for communication, between the cooperating expert systems. Expert systems also called as artificial intelligence systems. So now coming to our chicken biryani example, we have all the data how to prepare the chicken biryani. Unfortunately, in our house there are 3 chefs. Now everybody started cooking, everybody putting onions and somebody is putting chicken and somebody is putting the salt, and it will be a mess. Nobody can't eat it. There will be a process in getting the information. First you cook the onions. Now the second chef you come, you cook this tomato. Finally you cook the chicken. Finally I will add up the garam masala and I will make a chicken biryani for us. If you can make this proper way, you can use your gas also properly. You have only limited gas while making this chicken biryani, right? So in the same way, Blackboard in artificial intelligence is memory, where an artificial intelligence want to take a decision from existing data. So many inputs are there. So there will be a knowledge source which contains several ideas and a scheduler. So one knowledge source gives an idea to the memory, and after that one more knowledge source give an idea. Then the scheduler tell, man, you also come and give your idea. So the memory will take the decisions and finally come up with a solution. Now the 6th terminology is environment. Environment is a part of real or computational world inhabited by the agent. And what does it mean? Again, the general example, let me go with that. So while you are preparing a chicken biryani, your pan is your environment. Whatever you have chicken, you have rice, everything you have. But without pan you can't create the chicken biryani. So that is your environment. Now in terms of artificial intelligence, what is your real environment? In case of voice assistant, for example Alexa, the voice is the environment. For image recognition, the image is the environment. For a game, the game is the environment. Now the second terminology is Percepts. It is a format in which the agent gets information from the environment. Again our biryani example. So how can you detect the biryani is going on well? So by looking at the onions, if it turns into brown, so it is a perceptor. You are looking at it, okay, it is detecting. So it went into brown, and you will taste some of the rice and you felt, okay, salt is, everything is fine. It is also a perceptor. For artificial intelligence, perceptor means the sensors are the cameras. Take for an example, for Alexa, the Google Assistant, you are taking the environment is voice, but the perceptor is a microphone. You will get the voice from environment, but the percept is a microphone. You are analyzing the information through the microphone. In the same way, for image recognition, the person picture is the environment, whereas the camera is the perceptor. Now the 8th terminology, heuristics, and it is a knowledge based on trial and error, evaluation and experimentation. And if you find difficulty in remembering the word heuristics, I will tell you a simple tip for that. Just remember statistics and remove that stat, add heuristics. Now what is this trial and? So the artificial intelligence system is learning information through trial and error method. So you can consider this example as reinforcement learning also. But general example I would like to give you, while you are making your chicken biryani for your first time, first you directly put the chicken, then your rice. So you don't know how to prepare. Then you it went wrong. Then you realize, okay, I shouldn't do like this. First I need to cook the chicken. Okay, first I need to add masala. Then first I need to fry the onions. So this is a process. You made error, then you learn by its own. Again you made error. Then with your experience, you are making the system cleaner. In the same way, artificial intelligence also, by making trial and errors, it will work by its own. That is a terminology called heuristics. And the 9th terminology is knowledge engineering. It is acquiring knowledge from human experts or from other resources. So let us take the example of artificial intelligence for knowledge engineering. For example, a hotel is there and their kitchen need to be automated. Now a human need to first identify how to automate this thing using artificial intelligence. So that machine should be starting from cleaning the dishes and how to hold the dishes, then how to cut these onions, how to identify whether onions are cooked well, now how to analyze the chicken. So this is all the process identified by the human. So the humans are providing knowledge to artificial intelligence systems and make them intelligent. That's why knowledge engineering is important. In the same way, for our general example, if you are making chicken biryani for the first time, you can take the support from your mother or somebody who is a friend, a chef expert. You can take from their experiences how to make this chicken biryani and all. That is the example for you. Now the 10th terminology is pruning. And pruning means overriding unnecessary and irrelevant considerations in artificial intelligence systems. So in this example, when you are making your chicken biryani, sometimes you don't know and you put more oil. You put more oil in the sense you are consuming your oil, at the same time you are consuming more gas, and even the process of boiling the chicken and the entire process takes more time. So it's an irrelevant and unnecessary step. You are adding more oil that need to be eliminated. In the same way in artificial intelligence, without knowing you add some coding there, that step doesn't require. But if you add that, you are consuming your memory and also consuming your time, and even you are consuming your money as well. So that's why pruning is required to eliminate such kind of unnecessary activities in artificial intelligence systems. So now the 11th terminology is rule. It is a format of representing knowledge base in expert system, and it is a form of if then else. So the real example we have, while preparing your biryani, there are so many kind of vegetables and meat is available, fish is available, but you should choose your item. For biryani you should choose only the chicken. In the same way for artificial intelligence, first it may pick fish for making biryani, then it realizes okay, we shouldn't take the biryani, if fish is not working, go with chicken. In the same way, if and else system, with all the available data, it will take the information, then it will improvise the artificial intelligence system. And now the 12th terminology is shell. A shell is a software that helps in designing inference engine, knowledge base and user interface of an expert system. So here shell is a kind of software, which means in artificial intelligence system, it will contain all the details. For example, the knowledge base is here. You will also get the logical information, the equations, everything is under this shell. This software is a final step which will process the data and give the solution. Just like in our chicken biryani example, all the ingredients are ready. Now everything is perfect, you can proceed for cooking. And the next terminology is task. It is a goal an agent is trying to accomplish. For example, for autonomous driving cars, the goal is to drive safely to reach the destination. So this is a goal for artificial intelligence system. In the same way for our biryani example, to complete the biryani in a tasty manner. So that is our goal. And finally, the 14th term is Turing test. So it is a test created by Alan Turing to test the intelligence of a machine when compared with human intelligence. So for this Turing test, what they will do means, there are 3 participants, one is a machine, one is a human and an evaluator. So a machine and a human will be put in 2 separate rooms, and questions will be asked by the evaluator. So after getting the answers from this, an evaluator has to find out who is the human and who is the machine. If the machine able to fool the evaluator by confusing the evaluator that the machine is a human, then the Turing test is successfully completed, where the artificial intelligence is successful in the Turing test. So these are all the 14 terminology in artificial intelligence. So once you learn about all this terminology, so it is easy for you to understand the artificial intelligence subject. And if you like the video, please to like, share and subscribe to AI English. And if you are interested to watch facts videos, please to subscribe to MVS Facts English.